Sorry guys. I was this is so embarrassing. So I was like on the toilet and I got like so many notifications from TikTok, so I was like, okay, like what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna check that out real quick. And then on my like For You page, it showed me like, I don't know, like a really funny video, and I was instantly caught, and I completely forgot that I was supposed to be like quick to come back here quick. Yeah, and then I just I just lost myself there for like, I don't know, yeah, like 5 minutes or something. And then looked at the clock, was like, it's 8 after 12. Fuck. So, yeah, that's me today. It's too early. I am not yet here with my full brain. Do not judge me, okay? This is like, jeez. The video was really funny though. It was a joke about how like there's like a girl reading and she like looks up like really pissed, and then the text sort of says like if you just want to read but your roommate is like a TikTok mask, and then like it's sort of like shows into the room and there's like blinking red light and like the phone propped up and stuff, and just like like a lesbian mask being like and I just feel like, I don't know, it was so funny because it's like these videos, when you see these like sort of like how you call this, not clickbait, but it's I don't know, like the ones I don't know, these like horny jail videos, okay? Then it's, I don't know, they always look so like serious and stuff. So, I don't know, just seeing one of them like from the other perspective. It's really funny. You have a proposal for me? Glorious StarCraft 2, you, me, open letter, we will absolutely slay. Most likely we will be slaughtered, but that's not the point. I mean, you know, like that's a really, really cute proposal and I would almost be up for it, but the thing is though, like today is Zek's birthday and this weekend is Zek's birthday party. But we already do something today. So like, and for the birthday party, there's like people coming over for like a couple days. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that I'm probably gonna be stressed for like the next week minimum. And then I need like a week of like getting alive again and like sorting everything out, cleaning everything up after everybody left and stuff like this. Yeah. Well, we can definitely like, let's keep it in mind. Like we can try it, but like it's StarCraft 2. Is it like free or? Because I'm not gonna buy it. Like I'm gonna be honest. I highly doubt that I'm enjoying that game. It's not only that I'm enjoying it, but it's like I highly doubt that I need it in my collection because I don't play. Oh, okay. So that's good. Yeah. Like, let's keep it in mind. Let's see if I can, if we match time. And then, I don't know. Yeah. And then I don't know, because I don't know if I like it. I don't even know what the game is about. Like, something space, but like, no idea. Like, my hair today looks fluffy. It is fluffy because I have to use a different shampoo at the moment. So I was at this LAG appointment, right? Remember? 2 weeks ago or something? I don't know, maybe 1 week. Probably 1 week. Yeah, I think it was last week actually. So I was at this allergy appointment, and they found out I have like one allergy against like a I don't know, something. Like a conservative, no, like preservative, I mean. I also have allergies against conservatives, but um but against like a preservative in like detergent and stuff like this. So I like had to sort everything out from there. So I probably don't have lichen sclerosis, which is good news because that sure seems really, really annoying. Don't look it up, it's disgusting. But yeah, they didn't like at the beginning they were like, oh no, I see something, it could be that. And also nothing else helped, so we sort of like don't have another explanation. And then thankfully they sent me to a specialist, and the specialist was already like, I'm like really unsure about this. Like I don't know, to me seems like panic, but alright. Like let's make like a allergy test. So we did the allergy test, came back positive. There was sort of like an explanation. She also checked again and was like, okay, I don't see shit. Like I don't think you have like sclerosis. And then I asked her because I have like, I don't know, like my hair gets like oily like so quick. It's really crazy. So I asked her if she can like sort of, I don't know, like I just sort of told her about this. And she was like, actually, you know what? Like, let me check real quick. Like, let me check something. And apparently you can have something like eczema? I don't know. But essentially it's like from the oil on your hair, you can actually get like, not on your hair, on your scalp. You can actually get like irritation, like an irritated scalp. So yeah, now I have this like weird shampoo, which is sort of like I feel like a really harsh cleansing shampoo. I don't know if it's harsh cleansing, but it's like definitely cleansing. Like cleansing. Like my hair feels like so dry afterwards. Like and so tacky, like you can't like run your fingers through and stuff like this. Um and I also need to like blow dry my hair after I used it. Like properly because usually I don't. Usually I just let it air dry. Or like I was doing that recently. So yeah, now I fully blow dry it because it needs to be like super dry. And I'm gonna use that for 4 weeks, 2 times a week. And this is literally the first time that the day after I washed my hair is not already oily. Because usually it's literally like the day after I wash my hair, it's already starting to look like a tiny bit oily. And like, I don't know, like usually that's fine because like it's only like a tiny bit and I have very fine hair, so it's like it's gonna be oily. Like it's not like I could be one of those people who can wash their hair only like once a week. Like that's not gonna be me. But yeah. You wish you had hair like me? I mean, what type of hair do you have? Or like what do you mean with hair like me? Like maybe I have some like tips or something. You have to wash it every day. Is it like full on like oily the day after you washed it? Or do you just really want it to be like not oily at all? So it's sort of like when there's just already like a little bit of oil, you like instantly wash it again. Hi, Evan. Welcome, welcome. So, big news. Really thin hair with early stages of standard male baldness pattern, I guess. Hmm. Like, hmm. Are you like doing anything against that? Because like there's like things you can do against that. So what is your like routine you do against that? This volume I also like, I literally only have it when I like blow dried my entire head because like otherwise I wouldn't, but how am I? Oof, stressed, honestly. I'm stressed. Guys, the weekend. It was seriously not fine. So Zek's birthday's today. First thing, I messed up that it's today and I thought it's tomorrow. So I had like planned that we like go to a restaurant and stuff like this with friends who can't come to the birthday party but instead come there. Well, I messed that up. So like yesterday evening, I had to replan everything for today. While replanning, I had to rebook the reservation. And sadly, I don't know why, but like before, Zek didn't get any like notification. But for that one, of course, because why not? He of course got a notification on his phone for the reservation from my email. So it's not a surprise anymore. He knows. Sucks. Sucks especially because like everything was like we really tried to make it a surprise. Like I was so ready to be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna make a chill day. I'm just gonna, you know, like make a cake or whatever. But just like you and me, blah blah blah. And then like have friends pick us up and be like, yikes, we're gonna go like Korean barbecue all you can eat. Because he wanted to go there since I don't know, like a few weeks. Yeah, but now he knows. He's like still excited, of course, but it's just like the friends pick us up to make it a surprise. So it's like really annoying. I haven't told them yet. I think I don't know. Zeg was like, let me just pretend I'm surprised, and that's like how we gonna handle it so they're not sad. And then this weekend there's gonna be a big birthday party. So starting Thursday, friends are gonna come, and they're gonna stay till like Tuesday. And there's gonna be lots of people, and we don't. From some people, we actually still don't know if they can make it or not, even though they come from like Germany, because they had some like miscommunications they need to clear up. And one of them might be sick, and then the other one doesn't want to go alone, but then the other one already said he would come, so it's like a really weird situation. And so that sort of needs to be ready. Then the big birthday party where like everybody is coming is on Saturday. And because we're gonna house like so many different people, because there's gonna be so many people from Germany, we actually need the couch. So we tried cleaning the couch because the couch is like stained dark from like black jeans and stuff like this. And we just wanted to do that. Like we already had the detergent and everything. We just wanted to do that on Saturday for like half the day and then do like other stuff we have to do. But instead, we tried it for the entire fucking Saturday and Sunday. It is still not done. We can't use the couch yet. I repeat, the couch is wet still. The couch is not clean as well. Like, it's cleaner. It's like acceptable clean. Like, we gave up at this point because we tried every detergent there is. We actually lent out like one of those like water spray and suck things from the hardware store, like a professional one, to do it, but it still just it doesn't properly work. It's such a pain in the ass, I'm telling you guys. Don't do it yourself. Like, if you can, this would have been like, considering how many hours we spent on this, it would have been so much cheaper to actually just like pay somebody else to do it properly who has an idea of what they're doing. So next time we're gonna just like, let somebody else do it, because what the fuck, we're absolutely like, we can't. We just lack, I don't know, the dark magic to do it or whatever. And yeah, so we still can't use it, so I need to wait till it dries, and then we need to waterproof spray the entire thing. And that then needs to dry as well, and that also, like, the stink of that spray, because it's like sort of chemical, like, needs to go out of our apartment too. And it's still not dry, and I only can spray it when it's dry. And then it has to dry again, and everything of this needs to be done before Thursday, and it's Monday. This is not good. This is not good. Not good. So, yeah, so that's what we did in our weekend. And then on the weekend, also on Sunday, because like nothing has been too much, right? Like everything actually like has been like, I just needed more work. So on Sunday, my Etsy shop actually got banned, or suspended for fraudulent activity, where it's like, just because I paid with the credit card of Zeg, with my account. Like, we wanted to order something. It's not even like, it doesn't even have to do something with my shop. It only has to do with me wanting to order something with my personal account, which is connected to my shop, and then using for that account the credit card of my husband. And like the payment, everything got through, but just because it's a different name, Etsy was like, oh, fraudulent activity. We're gonna suspend your account, your shop, everything. And then I'm reading on Reddit that the supports of Etsy, apparently, like, I don't know, there's been like some people who really had like so bad experiences with the support, and were like, it doesn't matter what I tell them, like, I really wanted to fix it, like, I had such a great shop, everything was so nice, but they won't allow me to, yeah, to like not like unsuspend my account, even though I don't have like done anything or whatever. And I mean, of course, you don't know from like one person's story if they're just like, oh yeah, I haven't done anything, but they have absolutely deserved it. But the thing is, in the comment section of that post were so many people as well who had such a story. So I'm so paranoid that I'm literally just gonna lose my Etsy shop over paying with my husband's credit card. Like, are you serious? And that everything happened on the weekend. Yeah. And then on Friday, we had to figure out the situation with our friends. It wasn't as streamlined as I hoped. It sort of, I guess, worked out in the end. Not entirely sure. And then I'm on my period since like Friday, like seriously. I'm literally like, I'm taking iron at the moment because I'm like borderline bleeding out. I don't even want to know what type of wound my body is like fixing right now, but it's gonna be like big as a like big plate or whatever. I'm done. I'm done. This was my weekend, and then I tried like to calm down myself a little bit. It's sort of like relax. I played like a match of League on like Saturday and like a match of League on Sunday or something, or like 2 matches on Sunday, 2 matches on Saturday. I don't even know. I lost all of them horrendously. Like, so I've won the first one on Saturday, and then I ranked up to like League 3. And everything was chill, alright? Everything was chill. It was a regular league match, it's like chill. Then I played one match with Zach. We were skill gapped to we weren't even, like, we were dumbness gapped, bro. Like, because we should have won in the laning phase. Like, there were like 2 fights where they played so freaking bad, and we should have won. But like Zach in one fight just like overestimated completely what type of healing I'm able to do in like level 2. And then the other thing was that was like really, really unlucky. And then we ended up in a lane where like Tristana was like 3-0, where it's like we should have been 5-0. Like, we could have actually done like a triple kill there, but we were double killed instead. And then we had like really stupid mistakes on the rest of the map too, and then we just like lost horrendously, like no chance to come back ever, seriously. I mean, we played it through, but like, yeah, it was like absolutely horrendous. Like, I haven't lost a match this brave in some time. So I deranked to gold 4 again. And then the next 2 matches I played, I lost horrendously again. So like usually like really like nothing like this happens to me. But then it was like just losses where you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like we're losing so hard, it's crazy. Like I've never seen an entire team lose that hard. And yeah, so now I'm like nearly nearly silver again. Like I'm gold 4 with 10 LP or something. And I'm losing like 28 or something. Like my RMR is fucked now. So let's just like put it all in one. It's not going well, okay? Like the entire weekend was fucked. Like it's cast, and we hope to start into a better week. But this next week is gonna be stressful as hell. And I'm just gonna try to sort of enjoy the ride, I guess. But yeah. So that's about me. It's like we are stressed. Period. Stressed on the period, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how I'm doing. I see, pandas. Actually, I mean, do check out a dermatologist. Like, see, maybe you have like the same thing I have and just need that like fancy shampoo. Or they can actually just like give you a shampoo for like hair growth or something like this. The other thing I can sort of like say is like I really started to get into better shampoos. Like my hair oiling is better when I use something like Redken instead of like a cheap shampoo. And then I always do this thing where I like put, so I like rub the shampoo and then I do like here, but I like part my hair beforehand. So I do here, and then like from the bottom here to like get everything properly and like really like get the scalp. And then I just sort of like do like this, like on the whole thing, but yeah. Like I feel like that helps, but at the same time, I also do have that problem, right? So take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, seek out a dermatologist, see if they can help you. Like there might be something they can do. And yeah, I would just like, it's not like, so like the hormone therapy, like amazing that you can start that next spring. Did you already, by the way, get the okay from any type of like psychologist, or is that still to be determined? But yeah, when you say like the issue will resolve itself, I wouldn't be so sure. Like just because you're a woman doesn't mean you have great hair, right? Like you can still be fucked in that way. My sisters actually like my sisters and my mom for like last year, they at some point, and my like the middle sister like really heavily, they lost so much hair to the point that my middle sister, she had like really like sort of like hair like me, longer even, but just as full, blonde, like really beautiful. She lost so much hair that she literally looked half bald. Because of like hormonal yeah, like this. So it's not like, you know, I'm just saying, like, just because you're a woman, you don't need to have great hair. I also don't have like I had like a lot of periods in my life where I didn't have like amazing hair. So it's really something where you sort of like need to figure out the perfect solution for yourself. It's not something which is just a given. Ooh, nice, Ali and Irfan. I'm glad you have the streaks. I love that. I feel honored. Thank you. I hope we can get that streak going longer. And hi, Zigibertus. Welcome. How you doing? Hi, Grumpy Palace Cat. Hello. You guys on a dehumidifier? No. We actually need to get one. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We noticed that the mold came back in that room, and it's getting behind our really big hardware storage wall, and that's bad. So that's also something we need to fix ASAP, and we have no time. But yeah, that's something we need to fix ASAP. So we should honestly, I thought about getting like one of those like really cheap humidifiers, dehumidifiers, which just use like salt or something. But at the same time, I'm like, that seems like not good for the environment or something. Yeah, so I peeled it, gave them like all the information, but yeah, I don't know if there's anything coming out. Like to relax, can't imagine anything better. I mean, League can take your mind off of things, and honestly, like the past games I had with in League were like fine. Like even if I lost, it was like something where it was like, you know, you like did your best, whatever. But like yeah, these like last games was like, oh my god, we're skill gapped so hard. It's not awkward, genre fluids. Like you can always just like come in, but sometimes I'm just rambling. Like I hope that's fine. Why though support? Why was she playing support in Abrams? What the fuck? What? The thing with the crush didn't work out? No. So what like what happened? Was it just like you told her everything, but she didn't feel the same, or what happened? Okay. So you're but like if you guys fight, huh? What do you mean it didn't work out? I don't understand. If there was flirting, why didn't it work out? What? What? How do you mean it didn't work out? Ooh. But like, did you tell her clearly? Because sometimes people are oblivious. But like, how uncomfortable? What? Ooh. Hi, MG Gaming, welcome. Well, Zigibertus is actually not a brother man. She also told me that she doesn't really want a relationship in her current situation. I see. Okay, wait. Ah, sad. Well, but you did try. So now you know. That's also good, no? Like, you can be proud of yourself. You did the poro and like you told her, you took the chance. Sometimes it doesn't work, but next time it might. The poro was pretty good, yeah. Definitely you can be. Fun. So we finally talked. I told her what I've been holding onto for a long time. I still love her and it's been really hard carrying it alone. It wasn't some big speech, I was nervous. I paused a lot and it came out in broken sentences, but it was really real and honest. That's really good. So how did she take it, If and like how did the talk pan out? Like did you get everything from it that you needed? Were you able to sort of like get that closure and like the proper like clear feedback of like nah, no, to sort of help you move on? No, no, no. Poro is like a yeah, like this. That's a Poro. It's like a creature from League of Legends. From the franchise. Yeah. Yeah, everything PG 14 here. I was about to say, as if you're 14 or younger. What? She was kind about it. She said she understands, but she doesn't feel the same way. And she said, I don't know how to help you. She told me I need to move forward and focus on my life. And she said she'll still be a good friend. She mentioned some other things. Okay, but that means you got like a really clear cut answer. That's really good. So you were able to have like really not the ads now? No. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Okay, so what I was saying was that you got like all the answers you needed and like a really transparent communication about this. That seems good. Do you already feel better? Like, how do you feel about all of this? And about the talk, like now that you had like a few days to sort of like think back on it? Like, were you able to sort of already move on a little bit, or do you notice that you have like other questions and maybe didn't get all the answers you needed? Oh, that's amazing. There's some kind of joy I'm feeling in everything. This has been weighing on you for a while now. Especially probably this like, I don't know, like ethical sort of loyalty conflict between like feeling something for a person you sort of like feel like you shouldn't because they like are in a relationship and are only your friend. That's definitely also something which is, I don't know, like I guess like a heavy burden to carry. Something which is not too, I don't know, which maybe feels like a little bit like you have to hide something from your friends and stuff like this, which can isolate also. So now all of that is gone. I'm glad. What are relationships anymore these days? What do you mean? She also mentioned it's been more than 2 years. I've been carrying this. It's not good for your health. You need to move on. Maybe you can try doing something like or activities so you feel better. That is good advice, honestly. Like, that would be, yeah, that would essentially be the same advice from me. Like, focus on your own life, what you like, and like really focus on your joys. And don't know, then probably more quicker than not, you will be over this. Oh my god. Oh, there's still so much to go. Trying to recycle these because the light from them is really white, sadly. So what did you mean, MG? Maybe because we're meeting every week, that's why these feelings and emotions are coming up again and again. If you want, we can move to fortnight instead of weekly. We can distance ourselves. I didn't say anything about this. Oh yeah, but that's like the thing I sort of like told you about as well, right? Because it's like a really common thing to sort of like need more distance to get over a person. I feel like with like meeting weekly, like it can definitely be a thing where like you get over a person. But sometimes it's like that people meet like more like daily. And I feel like if you continue to meet daily, it's like really, really hard to get over somebody. Because essentially you need sort of like, you need life outside of that person. And without that person, like you need like good experiences and like positive emotions and just sort of like life apart from that person to to distance from that connection a little bit. I think it's not bad to like answer in broken sentences or there being like silence, right? Like it doesn't need to be. But how do you feel about it, Irfan? Like, is that something you're sort of like insecure about, or you wish you would have done different? Or what do you think about it? Something I've been thinking about lately and has nothing to do directly what has been said in chat today, but at least how I feel about it and experience it is relationships seem to be all about the infatuation, like having fallen in love, but once that's over, relationships end. There's a difference between falling in love and staying in love. The first is a matter of chemistry, the other is a conscious choice to be committed, faithful, grow towards each other, work on their relationship through challenges and compromises. Well, yeah, I definitely like, I guess like I see how this like topic reminds you of that. Even though it like of course has like nothing to do with this, right? Because this is like not like a relationship where people have committed in the first place. But which just like doesn't work out. With relationships where people have committed and then like don't continue. I personally actually haven't made the haven't gotten that picture so far. Just sort of like when I think about my like personal surroundings now. Yeah, actually I don't even know if I know anybody who split up. Like there's been like a lot of couples forming in the past couple years. But I actually like don't know of anybody splitting up. Like even from the friends I had back in school where I feel like where like some of them like have split up for like some time because they had like relationship issues. They're like all back together now. Like even like all the couples where like the parents don't really like it, like they're sticking together. Like even with like sort of like studying apart. Even in situations where like the boyfriend like don't like their friends and stuff like this, like there's no like loyalty is huge. No, actually, I see. Damn, I seriously, I don't know. I think I seriously don't know anybody who has split up around me. It's like I like really try to think about somebody, but oh, yes, yes. I know a person. I don't have much to do with them. It's a co-worker from Zeg, and I know that he split up with his boyfriend. They had like a long distance relationship, and it was just sort of like not properly working. But there's also like there wasn't really like a solution to the long distance part yet, and it has been long distance for like quite a while. But yeah, it's like apart from that, like I don't know, it makes me like doubt myself that I don't know anybody who actually split up because I feel like that like it can't be the case that all of them just like stay together. Like relationships usually just don't instantly work. Like you need to try some things to like find the partner. But like the like a friend of mine back in school, like she's still together with her like high school sweethearts. The other friend is like together since years with her boyfriend she met while studying. The other one, like she had like a really like a boyfriend when she was like 13 or something, but then the next boyfriend when she was, I think she was like 16 or 17, and they're still together. I think they even have like an apartment or house or something. Then like our neighbor has been dating for a while and now finally found someone where it works. And now they're together since like half a year or something and are moving in together and everything looking good. They've been going on some trips together as well. Another neighbor from us found a girlfriend, and I think they're like sort of, I think they have moved in together already, or like low key moved in together. Like she's so often here. Um, Another friend of ours, they just had their like marriage, like their you say like not marriage, but like their wedding. Then another friend of mine just sort of like a couple of months ago came back together with her boyfriend from before, and they actually want to like marry now, and are engaged already. They're also like below 25 or like 25, sort of like my age group. I don't know. Yeah, but not even from the co-workers. Like, there's not even more people I know who were, I don't know, like, I know like another coworker like found a girlfriend like a couple years ago, and they had a long distance relationship. She was living in Switzerland. Right now, they actually have a long distance relationship because she's doing some studying thing in Australia. But he just visited her, and now on like I don't know, like I think on Christmas she's coming back or something. But they're making it work. And before they had the long distance relationship to Switzerland, so like they're really holding on to it. Another co-worker, like with her husband, she like bought a house, and now they have a puppy. But yeah, damn, like actually only like happy endings around me at the moment. I don't know. The only other person I know who split up, seriously, is the psychologist of Zeg. Like Zeg's psychologist told him that he split up with like his girlfriend. It was a really weird talk apparently. That's why he told me about it, because he felt so uncomfortable. But apart from that, it's really like, I don't know. Around me everything is good. So where's your perception coming from, MG Gaming? And how does everybody in chat see that? Like, how do you perceive that? Like, are a lot of people like splitting up instantly, sort of after the like having fallen in love phase is over, or no? I'm really glad you have fun. Hi, Karen. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? And good morning, Ogura. How are you doing? How has the talks and everything been like? Were you able to rest over the weekend, or no? Yeah. I think it was really good, Irfan, that you talked to her finally, and I'm really glad that it gave you so much, yeah, so much, how you say that, like rest, I guess, and being able to like overcome it now. I'm really glad she was such a good friend, and she had like really like, I don't know, like she seems like a pro. Like her advice is good. Like she's a really good friend. So I'm glad it was so positive. Mm. I mean, music streams are a thing. Like there is like I've watched some like it was like a DJ or something sometime. Can be really cool. I think though I wouldn't like just sort of like FYI, I would watch to not only do things online. Like try to pick up a few things which are outgoing where you can get to know more people. So maybe if you like to do music, maybe you can join some like local music group as well or something. But just sort of have some like in-person experience with other people apart from the friend group you were in already. My friends are closer to their 30s now, so they're moving in, buying houses, etc. Yeah. Buying house in your 30s and then you. I mean, we bought this apartment, right? With like, I don't know, 22 or 23. I'm not saying this something like every student or whatever is like being able to afford, like absolutely not. But I was actually like just while studying, I was able to make some good investments and was pretty lucky. So that's how we with like sort of I had enough savings then to pay the rest upfront, which like because like so because my husband is working, right, or he can take a credit, but it's like calculated to how much he's getting paid. So there was like a sort of like a bigger gap actually between like what he can take out as a credit and like how much the apartment cost. And yeah, with my savings, we were able to bridge that gap just about. Like we literally, I had like a whole Excel sheet about all of the finances and how I'm gonna make it work. Because I was sort of like handling our finances, like what we buy, like when we buy the kitchen, where we get like a washing machine from, a dishwasher, all of that stuff. So that's why we got like a washing machine in the beginning. We got one from like Marktplatz, which was like for 10 euros or something, like a really old washing machine. And then we got a dishwasher from there as well for like 50 or something, and then like an oven as well for like 60. Then like a stovetop for like induction stovetop for like 80. And then we like I tried to sell all of the stuff which was in this apartment before we got it. And where we get like our floor from, stuff like this. Our bathroom actually we also got like for free on Marktplatz, because it was the old bathroom of somebody else. And yeah, so we had a lot of things to sort of like handle, but yeah, in the end, I actually found a really good way how we can finance everything. So yeah. Sweden. How are housing prices in Sweden, Ali? If you're sort of like, if you have any idea about this. Rest, research, and writing up plans. I'll get rest when I lie down to sleep. Alright, Aguna. So you're pushing through as well. How motivated are you, though? With the whole 9 mile there. Oh, I don't actually know what that means. Like, I know it's sort of like a saying, but I don't know what it's, yeah, what it means. I haven't heard that one. I think I've been on vitamin D for 2 to 3 weeks now, and time perception sucks. And every day things feel a little less hard, distance feels shorter, weather isn't bothering me too much. I mean, vitamin D can have a really, really big impact on your hormones as well, right? Like vitamin D is used in your body to make hormones. So not having enough vitamin D is actually like ruining your hormones as well, apart from also feeling depressed about the weather. So yeah, that's like vitamin D is like really like good, but I'm glad you're taking it, and I'm glad it feels so much better already. And I feel like if you like still want to like try something, definitely like vitamin like B6 or B12, like that can also be really amazing. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I seriously like, oh my god, like it was crazy. We did like like essentially all renovations we could on this apartment we did ourselves. Like there was old flooring, we took that entirely out. Then we had to put some how you say that? Mm. I don't know, something you need to put something below the floor so that people don't hear you. Stuff like this. Isolation. And then so we did this, and then we put like the new flooring in for the entire apartment. We took out a wall ourselves. We took out the old shower, and let them have like to like fix our like water pipes to be in the right place. And then we put on ourselves also the new shower to save on every tiny thing we could. Because essentially I was like in the end we did have more like buffer than I expected. But I also like planned with buffer to sort of like don't bring us into like a really bad situation, right? But with everything calculated, we were getting out on like minus a couple $100 if we want to do everything. So we were sort of like doing it in stages. So yeah, to I don't know, like be able to wait for the next like payment of sex work, to then buy like the like more things. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what we did. So we had like there's some things you like need to do in the beginning, right? For example, like changing the floor. Like you can't do that in stages. Like that needs to happen before we have to move. Or like I don't know, like painting the walls, like or like ripping the wall out, right? And like putting the bathroom in a state where you can like shower and go to the toilet. Like that stuff needs to happen before you move in. So all of that happened before we moved in. But yeah, in the beginning we just like only had our old furniture and had to make it work with that. Like some rooms were like sort of well halfway empty. And then with the kitchen as well, we got like half the kitchen from IKEA, and then the worktops actually we got from a hardware store and did ourselves as well. So we were cutting down on costs as much as we could. And yeah, so for like a month or something, like a month and a half, I was working the entire day, like literally like in the morning standing up, going to the apartment and working here till it's like nights essentially. Zach was like staying at our old place doing his job, and then stopping and coming to me and like help me, and yeah, all of that. So there were a lot of things. But yeah, like our finances like still like we had some savings we didn't want to use on this. And then like for example, I could have still like asked my mom or yeah, our parents for like financial help, but we didn't want to, of course. So yeah, in the end, everything worked out like I planned, so it was good. Depends on the area you buy in. Like in Stockholm, there's an insane price, but I think my friends got their house for like 1.5. Wait. What is okay, that's like 137 euros. Seriously? 137k, that's it? I'm just gonna tell you right now that this apartment was so much more expensive than that. Seriously. So much more expensive. Oh my god. Jeez. Bro, we could probably actually if we were to sell this apartment, we could potentially just like go like to Sweden and like buy a house like that, like right off the bat, sort of. Like I'm not even kidding. But if we don't want to sell, no chance. Talk to us in like, I don't know, 40 years or something. At 33 and can't buy a house probably. Why can you not buy a house because you're 33? I don't know how that relates to the age.
やばい。終電乗り遅れる。すみません、乗ります。 時々思う。生活のために仕事してるんじゃなくて、仕事のために生活してるんじゃないかって。くそ。そもそも生活ってなんだっけ？生きる活動？
終電乗り遅れた。気持ち悪い。
大丈夫ですか？酒臭。
すみませんでした。お見苦しいところをお見せして、おミスまでいただいて。本当にありがとうございました。
いえ、いちいちリアクションが大きい人だな。
終電、逃しちゃいましたね。
そうですね。
どうされるんですか？
俺はこの辺のホテルに泊まります。家遠いので。
じゃあ俺もホテルにします。よかったら一緒に探しませんか？
本日大変混み合っておりまして、空室はツインルーム一室のみとなっております。
連休前だからですかね。
どうしよう、さすがに同室を。
俺は同室でも構わないですけど、どうします？
構わない、だと。断りづらい。俺も構わないです。では、ツインルーム一室ですね。
なんかお邪魔する形になっちゃってすみません。
いえ、寝るだけだしな。
俺、三木豊って言います。よかったら、これ名刺です。
どうも。営業部。俺はこういうものです。
ありがとうございます。SE なんですか。かっこいいですね。夏目徹さん？綺麗な名前ですね。
どうも。さすが営業トーク。どうしよう、この空気。
夏目さん。お風呂先にいいですよ。
いいんですか？
はい。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
人間と会話するのって、こんなにエネルギー使うもんだっけ？普段パソコンばっかり相手にしてるからな。つまんないやつって思われただろうな。三木豊さんか。俺とは正反対みたいな人だな。お風呂気使ってくれたんだろうな。すみません、お待たせし。寝てる。ここは起こすべきだよな。ミキさん、うわ、肩、スポーツとかやってんのかな。そういえば、あったかい。最近、あまり人肌を感じることってなかったかも。ミキさん、起きてください。お風呂空いたんで、入っとく。
ごめんなさい。なんで俺、
いや、大丈夫です。全然、はい。
俺寝ぼけてて、いい匂いがして、それで。
すみません。
違うんです。俺が悪いんです。すみません、本当。お風呂ですよね。今すぐ入ってきます。おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。びっくりした。心臓めちゃくちゃ動いてる。誰かと間違えたのかな。恋人とかいそうだよな。って何考えてんだ俺。あの人男だぞ。 そうか、そうだった。
そういえばそうでしたよね。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
笑ってるとこ、初めて見ました。
営業ってみんな人たらしなのか？正直リアクションに困る。
よいしょ。あ、そうだ。よかったら出勤前に朝食、一緒に取りませんか？
誰かと一緒に朝ごはん食べるのなんて何年ぶりだろう。
今日お天気良くてラッキーですね。外でご飯食べると特別美味しいっていうか、贅沢な気分です。
そうですね。不思議な気分だ。天気がいい、風が気持ちいい、食べ物が美味しい。そんなシンプルな感情すら最近は忘れかけていたことに気づく。それから
昨日夏目さんに助けていただいたからですね。本当にありがとうございました。
いや、俺は大したことは。
大したことですよ。俺は嬉しかったんです。
それならよかったです。彼が嬉しそうだと自分も嬉しくなる。この感情を何と呼んでいただろうか。
夏目さん、よかったらまた会ってくれませんか？夏目、これも頼むな。
はい。完成披露。結局あれから連絡来ないな。忙しいのだろうか。それともああいうのは社交辞令で真に受けてる俺がおかしいのかも。昼食行ってきます。
明日の夜、久しぶりに仕事が早く終わりそうなので、よかったら食事に行きませんか？
明日？
すみません。今日急に取引先と飲み会の予定が入ってしまいました。
仕事絡みは仕方ないよな。なんか無理させてるみたいで申し訳ないな。暑い。外食じゃなくて弁当にしとけばよかった。
勘弁してくれよ、マジで。
なんだよ、別にいいだろ。
だからそんなんじゃないって。
そうか、あの会社って割と近くだったのか。だって今日明らかにそわそわしてたじゃん。わかりやすいんだよ、お前。
ちげえよ。つうか、ダメになったし。
なにゆたかくん彼女できたの？
だから違うってば。
照れんなよ。わかってた。彼にとっては、誰かに触れることも、触れられることも、何も特別なことではない。笑うことも、笑いかけてもらうことも。ただ、俺にとっては。
駆け込み乗車はご遠慮ください。まもなく。
よし、今日は間に合った。混んでるな。結局終電まで仕事してしまった。酒臭い。この時間なら仕方ないか。セーフ。今日飲み会だって言ってたな。またどこかで吐いてなきゃいいけ
ドアが閉まります。嬉しかったんです。ご注意ください。ドアが閉まります。
すみません、降ります。
夏目さん。
ミキさん。
奇遇ですね。またお互いに乗り遅れ。
違います。違うんです。俺はさっきわざと電車を降りたんです。奇遇じゃないんです。
いや、奇遇ですよ。俺も同じです。実は、さっきわざと電車を降りました。あなたに会いたかったからです。
俺も会いたかったです。
よかったら、今日も一緒のホテルでいいですか？
はい。
いや、別に変なこと考えてないですから。
変なこと？
違うんです
それじゃあ今週もお疲れさん。
お疲れ様です。
いやー、しかしね、ミキ。営業の成績好調じゃないの。お前は仕事もできて、おまけに爽やかな面してんだから。どうなんだ？いるんだろう彼女くらい。
いや、残念ながらお付き合いしてる人はいないんですけど。
何？だったらうちの娘なんかどうだ？ほら、年頃もちょうど。
いえ、
おはようございます。奇遇じゃないんです。
気になる人がいるので。
そうか。ミキ、お前なら大丈夫さ。ガッといけん、ガッと。いいなあ、若いって。お誘いありがとうございました。明日の映画大丈夫です。楽しみにしています。
友達に対する反応じゃないよな。彼への気持ちが友情以上であることは自覚していた。あれから1ヶ月。あの日は深夜までお互いのことを話して過ごし、それから何度か会社帰りに会ったり。遅れてすみません。
大丈夫ですよ。
週末に2人で出かけたりもしている。
でかい。迫力ありますね。
ただ、俺は肝心なことを伝えていない。
衝撃です。
夏目さんが好きだ。けれど、友情以上のこの気持ちをどうしたらいいのかわからない。あの日、夏目さんも会いたかったと言ってくれた。疲れているとは思う。けれど、それが俺と同じ意味でだなんて、そんな風に思えるほど自信もない。期待しちゃダメだ。気づかれないようにしないと。もし惹かれたら、嫌われたら、友人ですらいられなくなったら、そんな風になるくらいなら、このままの方がずっといい。夏目さん。
ミキさん。お疲れ様です。
仕事じゃないんですから。映画とか結構見ます？
映画館ではめったに。でも気になる連作ものは見に行くこともあります。
ああ、わかります。誰かと一緒に見に行かれるんですか？ちなみに好きな映画のジャンルとか。
お母さん早く！
うわっとごめんなさい。
大丈夫です。また会えるよな。
ええ、きっとね。
泣けるやつだ、これ。やばい。 いい映画でしたね。
はい、すごく。あ、ほら、やっぱり。おい、ミキ。偶然だな。
ほんとだ、ミキくんだ。すごい。
森田。それに今泉に村上も。どうしたんだ？今日休みだよな。
俺は今日会社に言われてた研修。もうスーツ暑い。
私たちはさっきヨガ教室行ってきたとこ。そしたら偶然森田に会って、今ミキくんに会ったっていう。すごいね。
あ、ミキのお友達ですか。どうも。はい、どうも。俺たち全員ミキの同期で商品開発の森田です。
ミキと同じく営業の今泉です。企画の村上です。
SE やってます。夏目と申します。SE ですか。うわ、かっこいい。俺機械弱いんすよ。
私も。
いえ、皆様の方こそご立派な。そんな堅苦しくなくていいっすよ。そうだミキ、これから予定とかあんの？
いや、特には決めてないけど、なんで？
よっしゃ、飲み行こうぜ。夏目さんも一緒に。俺早くビール浴びたい。
は
賛成。飲もう飲もう。
ちょ、待て！しまった
ー！そんじゃあ、改めまして、新しい出会いに、乾杯！
なんでこうなった？夏目さん、本当に良かったんですか？全然断ってもよかったんですよ。気にする奴らじゃないです。
いえ、というかむしろ、これ、俺いない方が良くないですか？なんかすみません。
そんなことないですって。
そうっすよ。これも何かの縁ですから、仲良くしましょうよ。はい。
森田、お前いちいち近いんだよ。
そう？
夏目さん、こいつ帰国子女なんでちょっと感覚おかしいです。気をつけてください。
はあ。失礼だな。
ねえ、なんかさ、ミキくん、夏目さんの彼氏みたいじゃない？
違くて！
男の嫉妬は嫌ね。
ああ、それだ、それ。彼氏かよってな。
夏目さんはそういうスキンシップ慣れてないから。
ああ、はいはい、俺が悪かったよ。日本人はシャイだもんな。
お前も日本人だろ。
そういや、村上もちょっとシャイだしな。
ありがとうございました。
うわ、もう終電しかないよ。
ほんとだ、明日日曜でよかったね。ねえ、森田の話が長いから。
でも盛り上がっただろ？
夏目さん、少し顔赤いですけど大丈夫ですか？
ちょっと暑いですけど、大丈夫です。普段あんまり飲まないんで、すみません。
二人で飲んだりしたら、危なかったかも。あいつらいてよかった。帰り気をつけてくださいね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
じゃあ私たちここで乗り換えなんで、夏目さん、今日はありがとうございました。
いえ、こちらこそ。
あれ、村上は降りないの？
私は〇〇駅で乗り換えだから。
そうか。しばらくシャイ同士二人きりか。ちゃんと会話するんだぞ。
森田うるさい。番号聞いちゃえ。
じゃあな。
ただいま到着の電車、最終電車となります。お乗り遅れのないようご注意ください。ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
あの二人、結構お似合いじゃない？またお辞儀してる。
どうしよう。どうしたらいい？苦しい。明日もし空いてたら、俺の家に遊びに来ませんか？ 夏目さん。わざわざ来てもらってすみませんでした。どうぞ。
いえ、ありがとうございます。
そういえば昨日どうでした？村上と。会話とか大丈夫だったかなって。
はい、大丈夫でした。話してみると素朴な感じで話しやすかったです。そういえば穏やかな雰囲気が少しミキさんに似てた気がする。
ああいう女性が好きなんですか？また会ってみたいですか？友人ならそういうことも言えるのだろうか。ダメだ。言えない。言いたくない。俺、夏目さんに彼女ができたら嫌かもしれないです。だって、せっかく俺と仲良くなったのにって。やばい。本音が。友達として、もう少し俺と一緒にいてほしいっていうか。いや、こんなの、友達すら失格。ごめんなさい。なんか俺、子供みたいなこと言ってますよね。気づかれただろうか。
嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。彼女とか考えてもいないですし、ミキさんが思ってるようなことは何もないです。それに、俺もミキさんとこうして過ごすのが楽しいですし。
あっという間に、満たされてしまった。なんか言わせてるみたいですみません。
そんなことないです。
今のままで十分すぎる。
結局長居してすみませんでした。
いえ、またいつでも遊びに来てください。
村上さん。
番号交換してたんですか？
はい、そういえばなんとなく流れで。何かあったんでしょうか？はい、もしもし。
もう、気づいてるんじゃないですか。というか、俺がもうごまかせてる自信がない。もう、無理です。気づかれたらダメだと思っていたけど、気づいてほしいし、受け入れてほしい。自分勝手でごめんなさい。でも、あなたが好きなんです。
俺も、最初から同じ気持ちです。でも、拒絶されるのが怖くて何も言えなかった。それなのに、こんな風にされたら、俺ばっかりが嬉しくて、恐縮です。
恐縮って。
だってそう。
じゃあ、これからこういうのも許してもらえますよね。ずっと我慢してたんです。
許すとか許さないとかじゃなくて、するなら先に言ってください。心の準備が。
わかりました。じゃあ、キスしていいですか？
やっぱりそれもちょっと。わざと言ってませんか？
バレました？どうしよう。幸せすぎて恐縮です。好きです、トールさん。
俺も、好きです。豊さん。
はい、改札出て左の広場のところにいます。大丈夫ですよ。はい、 じゃあ気をつけて。夏目さん、休日に会えるの久しぶりだな。相変わらずお互い仕事は忙しいけど、友人ではなく恋人として会えるようになったのだから、できるだけ長く一緒に過ごしたいと思うわけで。今日自宅に泊まりに誘うのってありなのかな。
ミキさん。
夏目さん。どうしたんですか？
遅れてすみません。
いや、そうじゃなくて、目の下のクマ。それにスーツって、もしかして今日仕事だったんですか？
休みの予定だったんですけど、昨日仕事でトラブルがあって、ついさっきまで仕事してたんです。リリース直前でシステムの回収作業が。でも、なんとか終わらせてきたので、大丈夫です。
夏目さん、どう見ても寝てない。無理しないでください。今日はもう帰って寝た方がいいです。
大丈夫です。
いや、どう見ても大丈夫じゃ。
だって、せっかく久しぶりに会えたのに。
わかりました。じゃあ、俺の部屋でゆっくり休んでください。いや、決して下心でなく。ちょっと散らかってますけど、どうぞ、はい。そんなとこで寝ちゃダメです。風邪ひきます。
すみません、ベッド。
いいから、ゆっくり休んでください。
でも、俺、このままだと本格的に寝ちゃいそうです。
大丈夫ですって。
ミキさんの匂いがする。どうしよう。すごく寝心地がいい。最近不眠気味だったのに。
仕事、大変ですね。お疲れ様です。
ミキさんこそ営業の仕事はいつもご苦労様です。
いえ、まあ、俺は体力だけは自信ありますし。
SE の仕事はやりがいも感じてますけど、時々自分も機械の一部になったような感覚になるんです。でも、ミキさんといるとほっとします。こうしてると、俺、人間だったなって。変なこと言ってますよね。でも、俺、あなたに会えて本当によかったって。
そんな風に思ってくれてたんだ。どうしよう。身が持たないかも。
ここ、どこだ？
起きました？
ミキさん、すみません。俺、あのまま。
ぐっすり寝てました。
ほんと、すみません。もうこんな時間。こんなに寝てたのか。
もう外暗いですし、よかったら今日は泊まっていきませんか？
報告書をまとめなきゃいけないので、帰って作成しないと。
そうですか。残念ですけど、仕方ないですね。
でも、もう少しだけ。
一緒にいたいな。そういえば、ちょうど借りてる映画が一本あるんですけど、それだけでも一緒に見ませんか？
はい。何の映画ですか？
少し前に話題になってたやつなんですけど。待って、こんな濃厚なラブシーンあるやつだったっけ？やばい、無理だ。こんなの意識
あれ
トールさん。
ミキさん、お願いです。やめてください。
ごめんなさい。
俺の方こそごめんなさい。もう時間遅いんで帰りますね。お邪魔しました。ミキさんといるとほっとします。
何してんだ、俺。はい、申し訳ございません。至急代替品の手配をさせていただきますので。はい、恐れ入ります。お腹すいた。でも、まだ昼ご飯食べれそうにないな。今から商談だし。夏目さん、どうしてるかな。あれから全然連絡できてない。なんて送ったらいいのか、わからない。メールじゃなくて、会いたい。会って、ちゃんと。はい、ミキです。お疲れ様です。なんでこういう時に限って忙しいんだよ。はい、その件に関しましてはですね。よかった。終電間に合う。夏目さん。
ミキさん。
お久しぶりです。
お疲れ様です。今日は終電間に合ってよかったですね。
やばい。不意打ちすぎる。そうですね。
どうしました？
急にお腹が痛くなって。俺、ちょっと降りますね。また今度メールします。
まもなくドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
すみません、降ります。ミキさん、大丈夫で。ミキさん、お腹は？
平気です。ごめんなさい。嘘つきました。なんか、懐かしいですね。駅のトイレが思い出の場所っていうのもあれですけど、夏目さんは追ってきてくれるんだろうなって思ってました。あの時だってそうでした。週末に駅で吐きそうになってる見ず知らずのやつのことなんかほっとけばよかったのに解放してくれて。俺、夏目さんのそういうとこ好きだなって思います。終電逃させてすみませんでした。どうしても二人きりになりたくて。
本当は俺も終電逃して二人きりになれたらいいのにって思ってました。でもいつもミキさんに先越されちゃいます。俺がグズグズしてる間にミキさんはいつだって思うままに行動して、俺はミキさんのそういうとこ好きだなって思います。いつもそうなんです。ミキさんが先で待っててくれて、俺は追いつくので精一杯で。でもそれってミキさんは待ってる間不安なのかなって思ったんです。俺自分でもずるいって思ったんです。先で待たせてばっかりで。だから俺もいつまでも怖がってないで素直になろうって。ミキさん、今晩一緒のホテルでいいですか？
このホテルに二人で泊まるの3回目ですね。
はい。もしかしたらもう顔とか覚えられて。
どういうつもりですか？ こんなの、俺、正直、期待してますよ。いいんですか？俺の方こそ、反省してるんです。夏目さんには夏目さんのペースがあるのに、俺、夏目さんの気持ちとか、お構いなしに、いつも強引に手を引っ張ってる気がして。だから、無理しないでください。嫌だったら、嫌って言ってください。無理強いしたくないんです。
嫌なんかじゃないです。ただ、男同士でどうなるのか不安で、あの時は突然すぎてびっくりしただけで、本当は、俺だってミキさんに触りたいし、触られたいって思ってました。だから、もう怖がるのはやめます。どうなってもいいです。ミキ、豊さんの好きにしてください。俺も、俺の好きにしますから。
いいんですね。
はい。
じゃあ、俺も、好きにさせてもらいます。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
昨夜は、泣かせちゃいましたね。
すみません。見苦しい姿を。
何言ってるんですか。泣いてる顔、正直グッときました。俺こそごめんなさい。なんか、俺に答えようって必死になってる夏目さんも好きだなって思いました。でも、そういうのを含めて全部、そのままの夏目さんが一番好きです。だから、もし不安とか不満があったら言ってくださいね。仕事とか、些細なことでも、何でも。
また先越されました。俺だって同じことを思ってますから。今何時ですか？
うわあ、もうこんな時間？
急がないと、会社。シャツがしわくちゃです。どうしよう。
そうだ、フロントにアイロン借りましょう。俺借りてくるんで、先にシャワー使っててください。
早い。はい、お願いします。
これじゃ、余韻も何もあったもんじゃ。
仕方ないです。社会人ですから。
そうですね。夏目さん、今日は遅いですか？
おそらく、ミキさんは。
おそらく、俺もです。もしかしたら、また、終電で会えるかもしれないですね。
嬉しいような、悲しいような。
本当ですよ、もう。
今日は絶対に9時までに終わらせる。よし。お先失礼します。
お疲れさん。
間に合うかな？
夏目くん。
はい。
最近なんか生き生きしてるね。いいことあった？
思ったより早く着いてしまった。生き生きしてるなんて人生で初めて言われたかもしれない。ミキさん、自分がこんな風になるなんて思いもしなかった。こ
の続きもまた今度挑戦させてくださいね。
続き。お互いの体に触れ合う回数は増えた。けれどその先はまだ。
夏目さん。 なんか、週末にいつもより早く帰れた時の幸福感、半端ないです。まだ、こんなに人がいる。
わかります。賑やか。
明日もお互いに休みですし、久しぶりに家でゆっくりできますね。
家でゆっくり。はい。どうしよう。この空気、落ち着かない。週末、時々こうしてミキさんのアパートにお邪魔して、この犬可愛いです。
あー、この猫かわいい。夏目さん犬派ですか？
ミキさん猫派ですか？
どっちも可愛いですけど、強いて言うなら猫。
二人きりの時間を過ごす。
夏目さん、お風呂お先どうぞ。
はい、ありがとうございます。やっぱり今日って、そういう流れなのかな。ミキさんと触れ合うのは好きだ。ミキさんに触られると、自分の体がそこにあることに気づかされる。触られたところから全身に熱が走って、自分に形があることを実感する。ミキさん、触れ合うだけじゃなくて、その先には何があるんだろう。ミキさんお風呂上がるの30分後くらいかな。
ベッド使ってていいですよ。
そう言われたものの、一番いたたまれない時間だ。横になってていいのか。いや、起きて待ってた方が。いや、でも、ミキさんのベッド、やっぱり落ち着く。気持ちいい。どうしよう。俺、寝てた。場所も移動してるし。運んでくれたのかな。そういえば、この間はミキさんが寝落ちしてたっけ。朝まで一緒に過ごせる日があっても、こんな風に特に何もしない日もある。それはそれで、まあ、いっか。お疲れ様です。ミキさんの形。ミキさんの匂い。
何してるんですか？
起きてたんですか？
実は。
言ってくださいよ。
いや、だって、なんかもったいないなって思って。っていうか、さっきのですごいムラムラしちゃったんですけど、どうしてくれるんですか？っていうのは冗談ですけど、どうしよう、困らせた。
ミキさん。俺、もう大丈夫です。もう、十分待ってもらいました。だから、今日、最後までしてください。
夏目さん、無理しないで。
無理してないです。ミキさんは俺が望まないんだったら、きっとそれ以上何もしないんだろうなって分かってたので。正直なところ、怖くないって言ったら嘘になります。でも、それ以上に、ミキさんのこと、もっと深いところで感じてみたいなって。ミキさんが欲しいです。
後悔しないですか？
しません。
優しくします。
はい。お手柔らかにお願いします。 綺麗。腰から下に力が入らない。
夏目さん、大丈夫ですか？
ミキさん。ちょっと腰に違和感がありまして。多分じっとしてれば大丈夫かと。なんだろう、まさかヘルニア ?SE に多いという
いや、夏目さん。それ多分ヘルニアじゃなくて俺のせい。
そっか、そうなんですね。あれでこうなるのか。やった。そんな顔しないでください。俺は嬉しかったです。
俺、幸せすぎてバチが当たるかも。
バチ。酔った挙句に終電逃して駅で吐きそうになったりとか。すみません。
そしたら、また夏目さんが介抱してくれるんですよね。
もちろんです。俺で良ければですけど。
夏目さんがいいんですよ。その件に関しては、事前にお伝えしていたはずなんですが。はい。いえ、こちらこそお手数をおかけします。それでは、失礼いたします。時々思う。この世にスマートフォンさえなければ、仕事はもっと楽だったのに、と。頭重い。スマートって一体どの辺か。余計なものも常に持ち運んでるような気がするのは俺だけだろうか。疲れてんのかな俺。しかし八つ当たりであることを承知の上であえて言う。営業という仕事において俺はたまにこの小さな端末が無性に憎くなる時がある。家に帰って夕飯を食べている途中で電話、そして冷めるご飯、外回りでやっと一息つけると思ったら電話。今もそう。出張先のホテルでまだ寝てたのに、市場から問い合わせの電話だ。中でも最悪なのは、好きな人と二人きりの時間を過ごしている時に鳴り響く電話。本当に空気を読んでほしいと思う。ダメだ。なんか、いろいろ溜まってるな、俺。夏目さんだ。
おはようございます。確か今日東京に戻ってくるんですよね。出張お疲れ様でした。写真は今朝ゴミ出しをしている時に見かけた近所のノラです。
かわいい。わざわざ撮ってくれたのかな。俺が猫好きって言ったから。前言撤回。スマートフォンありがとう。でも一番はやっぱり会いたいな。夏目さんと付き合うようになって数ヶ月。最近は二人きりでゆっくり過ごせる日がなかなかない。お互いに仕事が忙しかったり、全然タイミングが合わないんだよな。遠距離恋愛に比べたらマシって思うべきか。でも近くにいるのに会えないっていうのがもどかしいんだよな。出張から戻ってすぐに情報システム部の会議に参加か。まだ資料に目通せてな。夏目さん。幻っていうかここ俺の会社だよな。
ミキさん。
夏目さん。本物。どうしてここに。
いえ、それが。 今日からしばらくこの会社で常駐 SE として働くことになりまして。ミキさん声が大きい。
会議って、夏目さんの会社との会議だったんですね。
みたいですね。出向予定だったプロジェクトマネージャーが今朝怪我で入院してしまって、急遽俺が代わりに行くことになったんです。そしたら出向先がこちらだったのでびっくりしました。
本当ですよね。そっか。しばらく同じ職場で働くことになるんだ。
そうみたいです。どうかしました？
いや、なんか、ここに夏目さんがいることが不思議で、ちょっと、変な気分です。
いや、ミキさん。
夏目さんの匂いがする。
ダメですって。ミキさん。
いやー、でも本当に参りましたね、あれには。
本当ですね。困ったものですよね、あれは。
どうなることやらですね。あはー。ドキドキしましたね。
本当に心臓に悪いからやめてください。本日はお忙しい中お集まりいただきありがとうございます。まずはお手元の資料をご覧ください。システムの構築には現行業務と影響範囲の理解が必須ですので。
わあ、仕事してる夏目さん初めて見たけど、かっこいい。それに、なんていうか。
こちらは
すごく。
ミキ君？いや、営業部の業務内容とシステムに関する要望を聞いてるんだけど。
あ、はい、失礼しました。やば、仕事中に何考えてるんだ俺は。やはり成果物を取り扱っているので、天候や運送状況によって多かれ少なかれ不良品が出やすいのが現状です。そのためどうしても返品による払い戻し、つまり赤電処理が多く発生するんですが、いちいち紙に記入しなきゃならない作業が結構負担なんです。
なるほど。赤電処理が紙ベースということですね。ではそれを経理が後でまとめてデータ入力していると。
はい。なので在庫管理システムへの反映も遅くて不便ですね。
わかりました。赤電処理のシステム化で現状が改善できるのではないかと思います。各々で手軽にデータ入力できるようにしてシステムに即時反映できれば、皆さんの負担や手間も省けるのではないかと。
はい、よろしくお願いいたします。あとは既存の在庫管理システムでは商品の多様化に追いついていないのが現状なので。こちらが業務フロアになります。
はい、ありがとうございます。営業部も同じフロアなんだ。
はい、すみません。船便の到着が遅れておりまして。
ミキさんの仕事、思った以上に大変なんだな。少しでも負担を減らしてあげられたらいいな。
夏目くん。
はい、なんでしょ
う。どうしたんだい、ぼーっとして。
すみません、考え事を。
それじゃああとは頼んだよ。システムの設計に入ったらまた本社から人員送るから。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
頑張ってね。
いけない、仕事に集中しないと。同じフロアなんだ。
先輩、どうかしました？
ああ、いや、なんでもない。
思った以上に既存のシステムの設計が継ぎはぎだらけだ。今回の修正箇所から考えると、まず優先的に直すのは。
お疲れ様です。
ミキさん、
コーヒー差し入れです。なんか、本当に信じられないですね。こうして会社で一緒にいるのが。
はい、なんか変な感じです。ありがとうございます。
そういえばお互いに仕事のことってあんまり話したことなかったですよね。
確かにそうですね。
夏目さんはどうして今の仕事を？
プログラミングにはもともと興味があって、子供の頃に SF が好きだったからですかね。映画とか小説とか。
へえ、そうなんですね。知らなかった。
単純に近未来的なものにワクワクしたんだと思います。よくわからないけど、かっこいいって思ってて。その後は仕組みが知りたいと思うようになって、初めてアイデアを形にできた時、すごく嬉しかったんです。これが自分だけじゃなくて、他の人も喜んでくれるものだったら、きっともっと嬉しいんだろうなって。俺、昔からあんまり誰かを笑わせたりとか、喜ばせたりするのが得意じゃなかったので、余計にそう思ったのかもしれません。って言っても、正直今、ミキさんに話すまでそういう初心を忘れかけてましたけど。
気持ちだけじゃやってられないことも多いですもんね。
ですね、現実は。納期前は大変だし、システムのリリース当日は緊張でお腹が痛くなりますし、想定外のエラーが発生したらと思うと。ただ、それでも今は、忙しい人の負担をもっと軽くできるシステムを作れたら嬉しいですし、それで喜んでもらえたら、また頑張ろうって。
わかります。俺もそんな感じです。
ミキさんはどうして今の仕事？
営業なのはたまたま配属がそうだっただけなんですけど、性には合ってましたね。俺、じっとしてるの苦手なんで。
ミキさんらしいですね。
成果流通会社を選んだのは、祖父母が農業をやってたからですね。
そうなんですね。知らなかった。
苦労して美味しいものを作ってるけど、自然災害や世間相場で、せっかく作った野菜を廃棄してるところなんかも見てたんで、悲しいし、もったいないなって思ってたんです。ちゃんとした会社で、在庫管理や物流、販売をアシストすれば、そういうのを少しでも減らせるんじゃないかって。なんか恥ずかしいですね、こういう話。
全然そんなことないです。ミキさん、かっこいいです。すごく。
いや、まあ、偉そうなことを言ってますけど、実際生物を取り扱うって、思った以上に大変で、へこたれることも多いです。課題もたくさんあって、でもシステムで解決できることもあるんだなって、今日夏目さんと会議してて思って、ちょっと感動しました。会議中の夏目さんだって、かっこよかったですよ。俺、システムのこととかよくわかんないから、余計に。
ありがとうございます。本当は少し不安だったんです。本社以外での勤務は初めてで、しかも急な代行でしたし、だから今朝、ミキさんの顔を見たときほっとしました。会議での要件定義も自信なかったんです。今までは設計からしか携わってなかったので、自分にできるのかなって。でも、ミキさんにかっこ悪いとこ見せたくないから、しっかりしなくちゃって。
俺も、久しぶりに夏目さんの顔見れて、嬉しかったです。会いたかった。
俺も、会いたかったです。すみません、誰かいますか？どうも、ビル管理会社の者です。今月の点検終わりましたんで、一応報告です。
どうもありがとうございました。
会社で甘い雰囲気になってしまった。俺そろそろ帰る準備しますね。
ごめんなさい。
いえ。よかった。中身空だからこぼれてな。
床に落としたのわざとです。こうすればキスできるかなって。
ミキさんって、たまにそういうとこある？
ダメ？俺のそういうとこ。
ダメじゃない。
夏目さん。
みゆきさん。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
やっぱりなんか慣れないですね、この感じ。
はい。
ああ、そうだ。今日お昼一緒に食べません？
はい、ぜひ。
やった、午前中頑張ろっと。
はよう、すみき。
おはよう。
あれ、夏目さんじゃないっすか。何してんすか？しばらくこちらで常駐 SE として働くことになりまして。マジっすか？
すごい偶然。びっくりですね。
あ、じゃあ歓迎会しましょうよ、歓迎会。夏目さんいつ空いてます？俺は基本いつでも。いや、
森田、お前飲みたいだけだろ。あと近い。
先輩、おはようございます。
ああ、おはよう山本。
おっす、ミキ。
で、
ミキおはよう。ミキ君おはよう。すごい、あっという間にミキさんの周りに人が。相変わらずいい方してるな。
痛いっすよ先輩。
先輩、後ろの方寝癖ついてますよ。
嘘。今朝直してきたはずなのに。
こうすればごまかせるだろ。
やめてくださいよ。
ごめん。もしかしてミキさんって全方位に人たらしなのでは？よし、治った。こうして見るとなんか遠い人みたいだ。はあ？どういうことですか？フラミンの空調システムに不具合があったらしい。今日到着予定だった商品は全滅だ。マジかよ、やばいな。
在庫足りるか？
とにかく全国の支店からかき集めるしか。
それもすぐに手配しないと間に合わないぞ。
とりあえず各自顧客に対応してくれ。運搬トラブル大丈夫かな？
近場から当たっていくしかないですね。
そうだな。
先輩、どうしましょう。私の得意先、今創業祭で在庫が足りないなんてことになったら。
大丈夫。今回は俺も一緒にフォローするから。なんとかかき集めて、それでも足らない分は他の品種を提案しよう。あとは誠心誠意謝るしかない。気合い入れていかないとな。
先輩。
一時的には赤字だけど、こっちの高価な品種を今回だけ安価で提供することにして。
はい。
今後も契約を継続していく上で、値下げ交渉に応じるよりは。すみません。ちょっとトラブルがあって、お昼食べる暇もなさそうです。
大丈夫ですよ。気にしないでください。それよりあまり無理しないでくださいね。勝手にミキさんの分もコンビニで買ってきたけど大丈夫だったかな。さすがに何も食べないのは心配だし。
はい。では今から向かいます。よろしくお願いします。よし。まだ間に合
う。ミキさん。
先輩。
山本。
これ、先輩の分です。
わざわざ買ってくれたの？
はい。先輩これ好きですよね。お昼にコンビニでよく買ってたから。
あ、本当だ。俺の好きなやつ。ありがとう。助かった。
いいえ。
夏目さん。
ミキさん。
ごめんなさい。お昼一緒に食べれなくなって。
大丈夫ですから気にしないでください。それより急いでるんですよね。早く行った方が。
はい。
俺ももう戻らないと。それじゃ。
間もなく3番線に 電車が参ります。黄色い線の内側に下がってお待ちください。
もしかして、もしかしなくても、あの子はミキさんのことが好きなのでは。可愛らしい子だったな。素直で一生懸命で、ミキさんのことをよく見てて。もし、俺がミキさんと出会ってなかったら。
まさかあんなことになるなんて。夏目さん、どうしたんですか？もう終電ですよ。今日は早く帰れたんじゃ。
はい、帰るつもりだったんですけど、久しぶりに買い物してたらこんな時間に。
そうだったんですね。
まもなく最終電車が到着します。お乗り遅れのないよう。
やばい。
とりあえず急ぎましょう。ミキさんもこんな時間まで大変でしたね。
もう本当に今日はクタクタです。すみません。
いえ。ミキさん。
ごめんなさい。もう少しだけこのままで。夏目さんの匂い、体温、ほっとする。
お疲れ様です。
夏目さん、好き。
私、先輩のこと。
夏目さんからどうぞ。
よかったらもっといろいろ会社で不便なこととかあったら教えてほしくて。今日のトラブルとかも在庫の分配とか作業のデータを蓄積していけば将来的にはシステムで効率化できるかもしれないって思ったんです。
そうなんですか？ SE すごい。
いろいろ参考にしたくて、もっと自分にできることがあれば。
夏目さん、なんか。
左側の扉が開きます。ご注意ください。
もう俺の息？
ミキさん、今日はゆっくり休んでくださいね。
夏目さん。
扉が閉まります。ご注意ください。扉が閉まります。
ごめんなさい。俺、いつもこんな、夏目さんの都合とか考えずに、また。でも、なんか、うまく言えないんですけど、夏目さんが妙に必死だったのが気になって。このまま返しちゃいけないような気がして。ほんと、すみません。
いや、俺の方こそ、ちょっと、変だったかもしれません。
何かありました？俺、前に言いましたよね。もし不安とか不満があったら言ってくださいって。些細なことでも何でも。そうじゃなきゃ、俺も不安なんです。
何かあったわけじゃないんです。ただ、このままじゃダメな気がして、ふと思ったんです。俺がミキさんと出会ってなかったらって。
夏目さん、どういう？
あの時終電で出会わなかったら、きっと今、お互いに存在すら知らなくて、俺がミキさんの会社に出向しても、お互いに気にも留めなかったんだろうなって。きっと今、こんな風に並んで一緒に歩いてることもなくて、ただ流れていく日常の中で、この日のことはずっと忘れないだろうなって思える大切な思い出が増えることもなかった。今こうしていられるのはきっと、いろんな偶然の重なり合いで、奇跡で、幸運なことなんだって思ったんです。だから、大事にしたいって思いました。今、 こうして俺の隣にいてくれるミキさんを、誰よりも俺が一番大事にしたいって。
もしかして、それで俺に会社で何か不便なことはないかとか聞いてきたんですか？
今のところ、俺にできるのはそれぐらいしかないなと思いまして。それと、あわよくば、仕事でミキさんにいいとこ見せたいと思いまして。たくさんの人に囲まれるミキさんを見て思い知ったんです。俺、ミキさんを誰にも渡したくないんだって。今も、これから先も、ミキさんの周りにはきっと素敵な人が現れると思います。きっと、俺にはないものを持ってる人だって、たくさん。今、まだこんな、全然頼りない俺ですけど。でも、それでも俺、ミキさんを幸せにしたいって気持ちになら自信があるから。だから、俺が、他の誰でもなく俺が、必ずミキさんを幸せにしてみせます。僭越ながら。ミキさん。
もう、夏目さんってどうしてそうなんですか？
どうしてそうとは。
そうやっていつも俺の心をかき乱すじゃないですか。抱きしめたくもなりますよ。てか、こんなんじゃ足りない。
ミキさん苦しい。
すみません。い
え。
てか、もう俺今のままで十分幸せにしてもらってますから。むしろ今ので、仕事の疲れとかモヤモヤとか、全部吹っ飛んで、今無敵の気分ですから！
ミキさん声が大きいです。深夜ですよ。
すみません。だから、そんな風に気負わないでください。俺のこと、大事にしてくれるんですよね。
はい。
だったら、夏目さん自身のことも大事にしてほしいんです。俺の一番大事な人だから、夏目さんに何かあったら、俺。夏目さん、俺には無理しないでって言うのに、自分はすぐ無理しようとするし。
すみません。
すみません。本が。
いても立ってもいられなくて、本屋に行ったら、もうなんか気づいたらすっごい背伸びした本ばっかり買ってしまって。笑わないでくださいよ。
ごめん。違う。バカにしてるわけじゃなくて。もうなんか、愛しすぎて。俺、夏目さんに出会えてよかった。何かしなくちゃとか、そんな風に思わないでくださいよ。そばにいてくれるだけで心強いんです。辛いことがあっても、夏目さんと一緒なら大丈夫だろうなって。何があっても乗り越えていけるだろうなって、そう思えるんです。それに、仕事してる夏目さん、かっこいいなって思いますけど、ダメな時があったっていいんですからね。ダメな時は、お互いに愚痴とか弱音吐いたりして、一緒にいましょうよ。それで、明日からまた笑えるようになって、それだけでいいんです。俺にとっては、それが一番幸せなんです。
ミキさん。
っていうか、俺だって不安なんですからね。夏目さんあまり自分のこと分かってないし、それなのに俺のことは過大評価ですし。
過大評価ですかね。
そうですよ。俺、人の気持ちが分からないところあるし。
何かあったんですか？
実は今日、後輩に告白されたんです。
後輩って、もしかして山本さんですか？
夏目さん、なんで知って。
見てればわかります。
そうなんですか？
ミキさん、もしかして気づいてなかったんですか？
はい。それが全く。
全く、だと。あの熱視線を受けていながら。
なので、驚きました。もちろん、付き合ってる人がいるからって断ったんですけど。
先輩も同じ気持ちだと思ってました。違うんだったら思わせぶりなことしないでください。
って泣かれてしまって、俺思わせぶりなことをしてたっけとか、全然その子の気持ちに気づかなかったなとか、ショックで。ごめん。よかったらこれ使って、ハンカチ。
そういうところがダメなんです。相手に優しくなんかしないでください。先輩の人たらしい。
もしかしたら、夏目さんのことも気づかないうちに傷つけてたり、不安にさせてたり、我慢させてることがあるんじゃないかって。俺、それだけは嫌だって思って。だから、言ってほしいんです。言わなきゃわからない俺だから。不安とか、不満とか、要望とか、クレームとか。俺、そういうの慣れてるんだ。遠慮なく。
クレーム。
あるんだ。
確かにミキさんは人たらしだし、しかも自覚がないから罪作りだし、隙もあるから悪い人がいたらつけ込まれそうで心配ですけど。
はい。
でも、ミキさんのこと見てたらわかります。ミキさんが周りの人に好かれるのは、ミキさんがそれだけ周りの人を大事にしてるからだって。俺、ミキさんのそういうとこ尊敬してます。だから、そのままのミキさんでいてください。
夏目さんこそ人たらしですよ。
俺が？
そうです。でも、俺だけの人たらしでいてくださいね。
それ、俺のセリフですから。そういえば今日も会社でしたね。
はい。
でも、あと5分だけ。
Each year. Till 70. I wonder actually how the working age is here. Housing market prefers couples. Oh, like not couples like us. Like seriously. I don't even like for us actually in our housing market, but the Dutch housing market like works different than like other countries sometimes. But it's actually like we were only able to get this apartment because there was seriously like no one else interested. Because it looked so shitty when we like bought it. So that was the reason why we got it. Like not because we were a couple or whatever, like because nobody else wanted it and they had like time pressure to sell it because they were moving to the like South Africa. Like that's how we were able to get it. Apart from that, the housing market here is actually like low-key only based on money. Like it doesn't like you don't make like a like if there's any type of like contractor like makelaar involved, it's not about like anything like oh you're a couple or whatever at all, but you essentially you place a bet or like a bet, is it a bet, like you place an offer on the house online for the price you want to spend on it, and it's essentially just going to the highest bidder. So you bid for your house, and if you bid highest, you probably get it. That's why with all other houses, we had no chance at all. because there would be people, like, because there's so many people wanting houses and nice houses that you would minimum usually have 10 people bidding on that house because the housing market was so desperate. And they would go far above what's like asked, like the asking price for the house. So we were actually one of the only people who were able to get a house or apartment for less than the asking price. Because usually it would be seriously like 60 to 100k above the asking price. And we got it 5k under asking price. But yeah, only because nobody freaking wanted it. They had to sell it quickly. And yeah, like there was only like, I think like a few other people looked at it and one other person was interested, but they didn't want to buy it. And we made an offer on the... no, we said we would want to buy this and we would want to get this like ASAP as well. Like we would absolutely relate to their timeline. And then because they were in such a hurry, they said like, okay, make us an offer and we'll think about it. And then I was ballsy enough to actually do like 5k under the asking price and essentially write to it like our funds are not like seriously high and we do definitely need to make renovations on this apartment, so we need the funds for this. And they agreed and we instantly got to like making the contract and everything, and got the apartment within 3 months or something. But yeah, like this would like usually they are selling like shitholes here for 500k, no problem. Like there was a house we were looking at which had mold everywhere, which has asbestos, which had like single pane windows, no isolation. Like you would have to renovate everything. You would have to renovate the entire house from inside to outside, everything. Like no new roof, all of it. This house sold way more expensive than this apartment. Like we wouldn't have been able to afford it. So it's really like if you want to, like, I don't know, like this apartment here was like we were super lucky. Like that's all I'm saying. Like we were so lucky because otherwise it's only about the money here. Because you bid. And yeah, that's how it works. Someone's on my pastel, let's go. How's it cost to even getting a home room where I live in Texas? It's expensive. How much? Like for like a tiny house? Or like apartment? Do you have any like prices in mind? A funny thing, you can legally sell this house in Germany as long as you don't hide that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, of course. Yeah. But like nowadays, it's really just, I don't know, anything is fucking expensive. Like we had people literally like tell us, oh, like don't buy, like wait till the housing market is crashing and stuff like this. Our apartment is now worth more than before. And like, of course, we're not talking like, oh, we bought this 10 years ago. But we're talking about we bought this like 2 or 3 years ago or something. The only thing I do want to add to this argument is it needs to become drastically cheaper. Because like every year we have this, we like 12 times we pay, like we don't pay rent and then it's gone, but we pay off our debt. So for that money, essentially, it needs to be like the price would need to be cheaper later on. Because if you pay rent in that time, or like it would need to be cheaper actually for an amount, like an average amount of rent. So yeah, with like knowing how rent is so much more expensive right now than like paying off like debt, it's actually sort of crazy Well, it depends on like which type of like contract you have, right? Like there's different ways how you can like pay off, like to which amount you pay for like debt and interest. So depends on your contract. I want to look how much a house in Texas costs. Oh, I'm in like rich people housing sideways. I don't even know where I find like normal housing prices instead of like rich people like buy your house on the other side of the world prices. Um, mm, I'm just gonna, I don't know, just click this one, yeah. So this is. I can't look at it. This one has 1,300 square feet. Wait. Square feet to square meters, please. Usually it's migration moving to an external, but that houses are too expensive in general, I'd say. I don't think that's the case. Oh, you mean more like, okay, so now I understand what you mean. So you mean more like people like move into like bigger cities and away from like smaller towns and stuff like this. Because of like also because of like you need to make more money nowadays, like everything gets more expensive, so you move to the bigger cities to get like better paying jobs. And that's why like stuff on the like countryside is getting like less expensive. But like to be fair though, like stuff on the countryside is still too expensive, right? Like even for people who live in the city, stuff on the countryside is like too expensive. So it's really, I don't know. So wait, how many? I said like 1,300 square feet. So that's 120 square meters. So that's pretty decent. And then, whoops, dollars to euros. So it was 329k. So that's 280. Guys, that's better in as like in the Netherlands, I'm gonna be honest. In the Netherlands, you don't find a house which like just sort of a decent small house, not 120 square meters, 80 square meters, okay, or 90, maybe 100, maybe. It's not gonna sell for below 500,000. Yeah. Yeah, so essentially it's like not really then the migration, right? But because of just like inflation, and not only like inflation, like I guess like the normal regular inflation, but really the everything's getting like so much more expensive. It's like not like the last. What do you mean 500,000 doesn't really say much though? Well, 500,000 is in like normal city, not in the city I live. So it's like really like, I don't know, like when we looked for a house, we looked essentially everywhere. Not even a house on the German border is that cheap. But the other thing is, here in the Netherlands, you can get like normal like credits. So I don't know how that works in America. I think in America the interest rates might be like way higher. So actually like getting like credits like here is not an option if you don't want to be like indebted for your entire life or something. Because we pay like 4%, which is a lot for Europe. So I don't know how that would be in America. Yeah, when you said like 1.5 million or something, I was like, damn. And then it was like, oh, 137k euros. That's all right, actually. Mm. But yeah, like the cheapest houses you can buy in the Netherlands are gonna be 300k euro. And they're probably gonna sell higher than this. Like the asking price is gonna be like, yeah, well, I guess you can find some which sell at like 300k. But they like really gonna be in like bumfuck nowhere and like need to be like renovated and stuff like this. But this is like the lowest you can like possibly make. So and then you like what you're gonna buy is gonna look like that too, sadly. So like we looked at like tiny houses which have like 50 square meters and they were more expensive than this. And not in like, I don't know, main city or something. But yeah. Like housing prices are insane right now. But like prices in general are insane. But I don't know, like there's this like economist. You might have heard of him. Like he's pretty famous, I think, right now. He's called like Gary's Economics. He's, I don't know, like some type of like millionaire or whatever. And yeah. He's explaining a lot about like economy and stuff like this. But anyways, let's move away from the money topic, I think. Yeah. That's the annoying part where the calculation sort of breaks. Like whatever you import is still expensive. So it really depends on like what is available like and produced like in Sweden. Like that's probably like less expensive. But yeah. Mm. Well, I mean, it's hard to, I think, to really compare these kind of things, right? Because it's like, so apparently we agree upon that like it's not good, it's bad. It's bad. It's getting bad. It has been getting bad, it's getting worse. But yeah, I think it's like hard to compare what is worse, but I don't think we really need to. Like I feel like I don't know. I guess that's like the part from before though. Like that's why maybe like houses in Sweden are like cheaper than here because like yeah, it's like that's something where the value is like inherently connected to the Swedish system. Instead of also being connected to like the outside. Well, it's not like completely though. That's the annoying part. It's just more connected to only the Swedish system because there's still like these like international like bigger investors, right? Which then buy property in like countries where it's like cheaper. So that's yeah, still really annoying. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Ugh, yeah. Because that then though makes it like annoying because that part is gonna make it more expensive for the people who live in that country. Just because and they can't really compete with people with money from outside, right? So that's gonna raise the housing prices for everybody who's living within that country. In a weird way, like Korea has like a South Korea um has like an interesting approach to that. Or was it Singapore? I don't even know, sadly. I forgot. I think it was South Korea. They sort of they have like way more rules about housing. For example, you don't like really just uh that was not what I was looking at last time. Okay, no, I don't think it's Korea. Was it Singapore then? Ah, yeah, I think this is. So yeah, Singapore actually has like a way different system where you don't. So from the last time I read it, um, you don't actually like give your children your house. Like you don't buy it once and then it's like yours forever. And so like over generations, you can like acquire like a lot of generational wealth because you just like buy a bunch of houses and then your single child gets like 7 houses and can live off the rent for all of them. But you actually like you buy it for like your life, and then it goes back into the system. And for like your first house or something, you get like a way different like fee, and it costs only sort of like a fraction. And it's also like really depending on like for example, if you have if you have family, and then you get like bigger housing than if you live alone. If you want, I think if you want a new one, or if you want like a one which is like resold, and I don't know, it's sort of like matching people to housing and trying to go about this in more, I guess, like a communistic approach of like, we have like this many flats, and we're gonna like sort of like try, like we can't finance one person owning multiple ones. So we're gonna try to find everybody a home and like give these flats away. And if you buy one, you get them like for your life. The price is also like way cheaper and stuff like this. And you get like extra funding depending on like your situation, family or not, stuff like this, sick or not, blah blah blah. And there's like different type of flats, standard, plus, and prime apparently. And there's also exactly, like if you're a first timer, then you get like your house like sooner, and you're sort of like, you're being like prioritized because this is like your first house. And then also there's priority, for example, for like elderly parents who want to live closer to their children, or for example like bigger families, then also like actually like first time married couples, and then first time households with young children, then second time divorced or widowed persons with children below 18, and then also like families who live in like these like public rental flats. And I don't know, like we're talking about prices here before like between like 120K to like, wait, this housing grants, wait, this is actually like good for you, wait. Oh, okay, so there's not actually like a price for the flats, but you just get like a market discount. So you can get a discount from like 120K to like 230K. On like your first home to like be able to afford it and stuff like this. So I don't know, like it's a very different approach, really interesting, I think. This is the website I was sort of referencing. It's like the Singapore governmental website about this. Naradim actually in our community has a friend living there, and did say that there's also like waiting times can be like quite hard and stuff like this. So it's also like they're also struggling, but it does seem like it has potential, I think. And hi Trukamo, welcome. Thank you for the follow. And how are you doing today? I think it's like, Singapore's like system is like really interesting, I feel like, because it's like, if it's done well, it seems like a really fair system. But yeah, like if you have a government being able to like restrict more and make more restrictions, then of course they can also use these restrictions to sort of like abuse that power. But I do feel like as long as they don't abuse it, it can make like a way fairer system and like balance the scales, because with that power they can, well, they can restrict the power of like extra rich people, for example, and stuff like this. So yeah, sort of like a very interesting balancing act we sort of like see happening there. But I feel like there's like so much we can actually learn from a city like this. Because it's like, I don't know, like Singapore will have like such a bad, like has probably such a bad problem with this. Because it's just like one big city, right? And I have so many people living there. So I feel like if they have like figured out any type of solution, we should listen. Because like we probably have like more time for this, so we can like let them figure out a good solution and then just like implement them and like copy their homework sort of situation. But we do need to be open for solutions like this. And well, I guess that's also a struggle in our society. So, but yeah, I think we have covered the like money housing topic or whatever. So maybe we can come back actually to the to the mental health topic. Oh, wait. Okay, I see you guys have ads right now, so if you don't have ads, tell me and just like take part in a mental health check-in. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait a second and then repeat. No ad? Okay, yikes then. Well, I guess I could have expected Twitch to be wrong about this again. But anyways. So how are you doing mentally and physically, Sigibertus? No ad, but one question is gaming streams are forever and well, I just don't really game that long anymore, so I'm not sure. Like, are like short gaming streams like? Are you guys interested in that? Because like, I guess we can do that, but I just feel like, well, if I just play like 1 or 2 games of League, then it's like, I don't know. You're cooking again? Went to the gym 4 times last week. Damn! Holy crap! You're getting healthy. Let's go. Oh, I'm glad. So, do you mean like you're cooking with like going to the gym, or you're also cooking right now? Because if you're also cooking right now, I want to know what. Did I, by the way, tell you guys that we're gonna go to the like Korean barbecue all you can eat today? I seriously can't wait. I'm so excited. Oh my god. It's like for Zach's birthday, and like so he's gonna come home at like 6 or something. He's gonna unpack his presents from me. Maybe. Like we should have time for that, I think. And then we're gonna go to the Korean barbecue all you can eat. And then like if he didn't unpack his presents before, then he's gonna unpack his presents afterwards. And yeah. That's sort of the plan for today. Oh! Now the ad. Wow. So let's just wait for the ad to be over. back? Okay, perfect. But I mean, if you're playing League right now, you're not really like good to answer, no? Or are you? Yeah. But I'm glad that you're doing well, 𝔹𝕃ℂ𝔻. And I do have to say, like, I'm really proud of you for like following your heart there, you know, like putting the effort in, making that poro, and just like putting yourself out there. And I mean, sucks that it like didn't give the like wanted result, of course, but still, I think it's something where, I don't know, like you train to be brave. So next time, hopefully, it's gonna be like way easier to just tell somebody how you feel, and hopefully then it's reciprocative. But yeah, Ellie, so what do you think with the gaming streams? Like, is there like, would you be interested even if it's like only like 2 games or something? Like, is that a thing? Because I do, like, I still game like sometimes, but yeah, it's just not as much as before, so that's, I guess, the difference. You would you would like tune in for like just 1 game of League of Legends? Bro. Well, I mean, it's definitely only something I would do if we don't have these mental health streams. Like I wouldn't do it. So wait, let me clarify. What I mean is that like we still would on like Monday and Thursday have the normal, you know, like mental health streams of ours where we have like full attention and full concentration, you know. And then apart from that, like I would just, yeah, I guess I could like turn on the stream in my like free time sometimes. If I feel like just playing like a game of League or something. You're on my top 4 Twitch recap. I don't even watch 5 streams a year. Oh my god, you're so cute. I would watch you pick garbage. Oh my god. I love that. Oh my god. Bro, could you imagine that though? Imagine I just stream how I pick garbage. Like, there's nothing happening. Like, we don't have music. I don't even like really talk to stream. There's just sort of like a camera I have like on my forehead, and it's like showing how I like pick garbage. Oh my god. How I just like clean the kitchen. But the other thing is though, just because I don't like stream playing League, right? So I'm definitely like, so I like hear you guys, okay? I'm gonna keep that in mind. For when I next play League, if I don't feel like also putting the stream on. But I do want to say like that also, like when I just like, sometimes I just don't feel like streaming, right? Like I don't feel like being on the camera and like, I don't know, like really, I don't know, like talking to like many different people at the same time, right? But that doesn't mean you can't like play with me. Like you can like still like just like hit me up and be like, hey, you want to like play League or something? You know, like that's something I'm like still down to. Like for me, gaming is really like, I do it so little at the moment because it's really like back then I did it as a social thing, but now I have like way less friends who like play video games. So I don't do it as much as a social thing anymore, and I do other things as social things. But sort of if you tell me like, hey, like I'm gonna play this now, like are you up to play, you know? And then it's a social thing again. Like I'm probably like, if I have time, I'm down, you know? Like do you understand what I mean? I feel like I said it like way too complicated than necessary, but yeah. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Perfect. We understand each other. That's very good. So, how are you, Ellie, by the way? Coming back to the mental health topic today. And were you able to actually use the mini in your last session? And does the mini, by the way, that's also what I wanted to ask, like, does the mini look like how you imagined your character? Because it was like, I was sort of like choosing between a couple, and then I chose this one because I thought like, I don't know, like, I see it, you know? Like, I don't know if you can see it on the mini, but like on the 3D model, the woman has like this like, I don't know, like a tiny sort of like this like challenging, smug, doing shenanigans type of like face. But yeah, I don't actually know if that's something which is like able to be seen in the model. I don't know. You had a setback this weekend? Oh. How do you feel now about it? Still exhausted? Maybe scared? You know the fun thing? One bird that didn't have a shield, but this time she picked one up that was wanted and almost killed her. Oh my god. Nice. Ooh. Okay, like I mean that's entirely, of course, like that's exactly what I wanted and what I had in mind. Surely, yeah. For sure, for sure. Let me actually like look up the 3D model for a second. Eh? Bruh. Eh? I don't get what I did with my phone. Oh, okay. Jeez. I love it when apps take ages to open something. It's like not challenging my patience at all. Yeah, she has that like smirk. Yeah. And she looks like buff. So I don't know. Maybe that was just me, sort of like I don't know, like just imagining that about your character, but But we just changed the rules so we don't die as easily. So more like bad wounds. Was knocked out almost half the round and my eye is now split in half. Damn, okay. You guys playing hardcore. Oh, I'm so glad. It's so cute how you're so happy. It's like, it's honestly like you're a great person to make gifts to. Never forget that. That's a quality right there. You're fun to spoil, and I hope you find somebody in your life too who has fun doing that. Because I certainly do. Hi, Estelarin. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? I'm glad you're back here. New compliment, you are nice to spoil. I mean, honestly though, it's a quality, no? Like, I don't know, like maybe that's just that's just me in my life, but like honestly, I'm like I feel like like spoiling me is like sort of like hard and easy at the same time. It's like I have like a very, very specific taste and things I like and don't like. That's just, I don't know, like I'm autistic, I'm gifted, like that's my life, okay? Like I'm very specific, like the expectations I have are very specific. I'm very sensitive to taste, texture, smell, all of that stuff. So it's like, I don't know, like but there's a logic to it. Like once you've got that knowledge and to sort of like be able to get that like logic of mine, it's like I feel like you can low-key like predict really good like what I will like and what I don't. And then it's like sort of easy because it's like there's also, again, because I'm autistic, like I do love rituals. Like every evening I eat noodle soup. Every evening. Every evening I watch D&D, and every evening to sleep, and like except on the days where I seriously can't, where it's like super like hot summer or whatever, I have a warming bottle. So it's like I have stuff where like once I found the perfect solution, I can do that all day, every day of the week. And then it's like I'm like always gonna be happy about it. You know, like it's sort of like it's really easy. But yeah, like guessing stuff out of the blue, I guess low-key hard. And then it's like if you want to do that, like if you really have this standard that you want to make up like an entirely new present and stuff like this, wow. Then it's like hard to make me good presents because of just like how specific I am. But yeah. So yeah, sometimes I wish it would be like easier to make me good presents, but yeah, I don't know. Also, sometimes I'm sadly like it's getting better now, but sometimes I'm mistrusting when people make presents like out of the blue, like if there's no day to it, like if it's not my birthday or something like this. Because my dad used that to like manipulate me, so it's sadly something which was ruined for me a little bit. Oh, depressed as fuck, bipolar, it's not nice to me, and chronic PTSD. I'm really sorry that it's so tough right now, Esther. I'm like okay, but I'm stressed the fuck out. This weekend wasn't good. This weekend was really exhausting and stressful. Yeah. So, and this week is gonna stay stressful. So it's like I've learned, thankfully enough, about like how I manage my energy to hopefully be fine. but it's definitely something where I'm already aware that it's a thing I will need to take special care of. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to enjoy this week. Even though there's like a lot of nice things, like there's friends coming on Thursday and stuff like this, but there's just like so much going on where it's like, I gotta take care. I'm super chaotic to be structured. Oh, that's like sometimes that's me. More like back in the day. But it's like a weird thing, I feel like, because sometimes I can be like really chaotic and structured at the same time. And I don't really know how to explain that, but it's a thing. Is that also like, do you feel that too, Asta? Or no? It's a phase, it will pass. I've overwon many phases of depression. So you have hope, that's really good. I'm glad you do. ADHD, but can't be on meds because my bipolar will flare up. Ha ha ha! Fun. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. That seems like fun. Damn. Oh, that's so annoying. Are you able to sort of like help yourself with the ADHD by adjusting your life around it? Like, is that a thing? Like, do you have a job where you're like able to like, yeah, adjust it in a way where it like fits well with your ADHD, or no? I get what you mean. Oh wait, you mean like that everything you get as a surprise gift, you think the person wants something from you? Yeah, sometimes. It's like, it depends though, like it's, I do have to say it's something where it's like, I feel like I probably have it, like, I don't entirely know, right? But I probably have it more with men, because just like my dad did it, right? So, and then sort of not only that, but like in the sort of like, I guess, beginning phase of my relationship with Zach, it was the same with Zach, where it's like when he felt bad about something he did, then he made me a gift. So it's like, of course, I dated the person which was like my dad, even though I specifically tried to not do that. But like, psychology punches you in the gut and thinks it's funny. So it's yeah, there's definitely sort of like a thing where I'm just for a second, there's this like alert feeling coming back of like, no, seems fine. Or instantly clocking that there's something up and then like, what's wrong? What's going on? And hi Pyro, welcome. I'm not human without ADHD meds, so when I hear people with ADHD that aren't medicated, I'm like, how? The non-stimulant meds for ADHD will give me flashbacks for 24 hours. God damn. I try to structure my life so I can live my life, but with moments where I just can't let go, so my brain can unload the chaos. But with moments where I just can't let go, so my brain can unload the chaos? I'm confused because like usually I would expect you unload chaos when you can let go. Can. Okay. My bad. But yeah, that seems low-key like a really like, that's like healthy, no? Like that seems like a plan. Like it seems like a I don't know why I just read can't. I think my brain just auto-completed that part. Like that sometimes happens. It's so annoying actually. Back in school, when I was in German class, I would have so many writing mistakes because my head would just autocomplete the words and then I wouldn't finish them. Because my head is like, yeah, it's done, next. Ugh. But I feel it's, I don't know, I think it's like really strong and like amazing that you're like able to take responsibility like this and sort of like help to build your life around this. Like you found a way where you like sort of manage to a point where you can have like a bad phase, and within the bad phase where you have depression, be hopeful and be like, I know it's just a phase and it's gonna be over soon again. And that's, I don't know, like I feel like that's amazing. Like I feel like low-key this is a sign of like this is a concept which usually connects to mental stability. So like I feel like you're doing great. Like for the situation you're in, you know? So like honestly, like I hope you do see that. Like I still like I really like I don't feel like I do enough. Do you feel like that's something where it's like it's coming from a judgmental inner voice, like maybe from a voice which is, so for example, like I have such a voice myself. It sounds a lot like my mom. So like, does it, you know what I mean? So like, do you feel like if we go like if you were to put a human face to that voice, which would it be? Like, how does it sound like? And I know this sounds like hallucination type stuff, but like, let's explore that for a second, okay? Like, trust me on this. And hi, Grumpy. Welcome back from the meeting. How's the Monday vibes? It's cute. Yeah. Honestly, Ali, same. Welcome back, Irfan. I used you instead of you in a 6th grade English exam because it felt too right. Oh, brother. Like, that was probably like what your like teacher was thinking. Like, are we in the ghetto or what? Oh. Why is that message in Dutch? Je hebt een kijkreeks van 3 streams bereikt. Like, hey, wrap it up, bro. Do you have a dislike towards Dutch, Pyro? I was on call with my mom, that's why I was gone. No worries, Irfan. Thank you for saying it. I don't know, I just gotta hope it's not Dutch anymore. Really hard on myself when I give other slack. I mean, it's usually coming somewhere, right? Like it's a learned behavior. So I feel like it's like we can have like really great success unlearning being really hard on ourselves. The ways to go about this are maybe like are definitely dependent on sort of like where it's coming from. So I don't know if you guys remember, but like last time I told about the re-scripting therapy I did, where and I explained to you how that sort of connected me with my inner child and sort of like made me really have this, like get this feeling for actually like how I would have loved me as a kid. Like if I would have like me as a kid now as a, wait, if I would have me as a kid now. Does that make sense? Then I would like love that kid because it's amazing. And it was really, I don't know, I was able to like connect to that feeling. And I don't know, like now every time when there's something like going wrong or when I feel like, oh, you don't do enough, I'm like, that judgmental voice doesn't feel like myself anymore, but it more so feels like somebody is like talking smack about my kid. And then I can, because I'm like really protective, and before I wasn't able to use that like protective feeling for myself, but now that I sort of like see that part as sort of like the kid I have, it's like now I'm able to like have these like connect this like protective feeling to that. And now I just have like way better chances of actually like stepping out of that pattern and be like, I'm gonna protect myself here. My foster parents were really hard on me, and I do not know any other way. I'm overprotective of my inner child. I just built walls to keep him safe. Okay, there's a question I have with this. I guess it's like sort of connected to the idea of rescripting therapy. It's not rescripting therapy. If you could go back now, into any type of situation like back then, what would you do? Like, how would you protect yourself back then? Like, what would you do in these situations? Like, you just have like any type of situation where there's like the foster parents being mean, and like you as a kid, and like you from the outside, I don't know, like you sort of like walk into the room in that moment. Like, how would you have wished somebody would protect you in this moment, or like what somebody would do in that moment? How would have the like solution looked like, if that makes sense? I did a setup in my room, monitor with the PS5. I can play games and enjoy the music and watch movies and shows. Damn. That seems like a pretty lit setup. Like, if you want to send a picture of that into the Discord, I would be interested. Run away earlier to try and find help. Okay, that is the perspective of your inner child, though, right? So, like, now as an adult, if you would walk into that room, seeing such a situation unfold, what would you do? Like, how would you fix that situation? Okay. You would tell him to run and never look back. Isn't that like a lot to ask from a kid, though? Like, I feel like that's really scary, no? No, you don't need to go into details. But I guess, okay, so I'm just gonna tell you how I would like maybe react in that moment, right? So because you can like this is really like you can like say whatever. So if I would like see sort of like that situation unfold, and I would like now imagine like, okay, that is like me as an inner child. That's a situation like back in my childhood. I'm doing that stuff now. So I know sort of like what's going on and like what that means, and I'm aware of like the emotions going on in that kid because that's like me as a kid, right? I think the first thing I would sort of like say is I would like stop whatever situation is going on. I would take that child sort of like be behind me to make a border between them and the parents. And then I don't know, just say something to the parents of like, yeah, I mean, depends really on the situation, but just that they're sort of like dealt with. And I guess then I would turn to the child and like, I don't know, like if the child wants to be picked up, like pick up the child, walk out of the room. I don't know, like call somebody who's like handling those adults. And then just find, like, focus on the child and find a solution for the child. And sort of like give the child whatever it needs in that situation. If that would be like hugs and like physical contact, like physical safety like this, then that. And I don't know if it would mean maybe like safety because the child is like very confused and like unsafe, then like, I don't know, like answering any type of questions. Maybe just taking in the child myself. And like sort of like in that direction, you know, like handling the entire situation and let the child be child. So to me, it's like that situation is like way different than like, oh, like run and never look back. Because it's me taking over responsibility and not the child having to take responsibility. Does that make sense? Like, do you know what I mean? Like in one situation, the child has a lot of questions. Like they don't know about the system, they have to run, they don't know how that works, if they might be brought back. They need to disconnect from these people and have to make like a really hard choice in that moment. In the other situation, it's more like they are saved, I guess. Like they don't have to do anything, really. They just get the care they need. I mean, you can also like take the child and like run with the child, right? So it's like there's really like you can like that's why I really love like the rescripting because you can do really whatever. Like you can also essentially like if you wanted to be, right? You could be like this and like I don't know, like the guys in jail, you know, like or like police is here, whatever. Or you do like a cool ninja move and like lay him asleep. You could have like I don't know, you could literally be like, I'm Batman, and I just fly away with the kid. So I feel like if that's not specifically the direction I mean though, right? Because that's nothing you would do when the kid is there. Because what this is really about is like taking care of the child, not getting revenge. It's just sort of like re-scripting the narrative to serve the child better. No, I do know what that feels like. I struggle with anger too. I don't have like an official diagnosis. But I can't say I never imagined to find solutions. I do have to say that the solutions, I mean, do you want to explore that more? Like, you can always say like you don't feel like talking about it anymore, right? You can always say like you don't have the energy for this, or this is getting a little bit too much and you want to calm down or something, right? I really do want to emphasize like you can always just be like choose to not have that topic right now. But for me, the anger is really, yeah, it's a lot about revenge. It's like this was unfair, and sort of also the belief like this has forever tainted my life. Like this has forever made my life hard. And I don't deserve this. And also like feeling like this is not like there hasn't been justice for this. Yeah. I'm quickly gonna go into detail about like Irfan here. There's always a reason to something, for sure. I think this is really good. Like, I'm glad you were able to close the chapter, Irfan. And I think it can give you a lot of wisdom to now like really focus on yourself, on your own life, how you can make your own life better and enjoy it to the fullest. And seriously, like what life you want to lead if you're alone, like single as a Pringle, like what your life is supposed to look like. And this can even help you like at some point like find the right partner, like find a partner which is really, really matching with you. Because this can give you a lot of insights about yourself. So I'm really, really glad you confronted those feelings and sort of talked about this. Because it's also like really good for the friendship, I think, because it does like you guys moving like past this like does mean that the friendship is like really, really safe and a safe space for both of you, which is also like really nice to have a friend like this,